The summer sun is still in the sky, and we have already had a Star Wars Lego leak for January 2025. Yes, that's right, January 1st, 2025. We already know what one of the sets are going to be, and it's the 75402 ARC 170 Starfighter. And we've seen the ARC 170 twice before, obviously in 2005 when Revenge of the Sith was released, and again in 2010. Both times the sets had less than 400 pieces, and on this occasion they'll have just less than 500 pieces, 497 pieces rumoured to be in this set, and it'll come in at $70 US, so it'll probably hit about the £65 threshold that we're seeing for the $70 sets here in the UK. And we've absolutely no idea in these very early stages what minifigures will be in this set, but it's a pretty safe bet that it'll be a clone pilot, or at least one or two of them. I think there was 3 in the most recent set, as well as an astromech, so do look out for that. The ARC 170 was one of the LEGO Star Wars sets I predicted for 2025 in the Revenge of the Sith anniversary video. There's a couple of thumbnails on screen now, go and check them out after this video. Another set I predicted was a mid-scale Home 1 and 18 plus mid-scale Starship collection. Home 1 and Home Below, we are getting a mid-scale Home 1. Set number 75405 will be 559 pieces and will continue the Starship collection, this time with the Home 1 from the original trilogy. And I'll be sure to do some gloating as soon as we get any more information about this set. The next setup is 75401, and it is Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, and a lot of people have been crying out to see a return in minifigure form for Ahsoka, at least in the Clone Wars, and it looks as though we're going to get one here with Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor. The only drawback I'm seeing with this potential set is the fact that it's rumoured to cost $45 for a Jedi Interceptor, and it's only going to clock in at 290 pieces, which will make it roughly about the same size as Obi-Wan's Jedi Starfighter, which of course only clocked in at about £30 here in the UK. So price per piece seems to be out of the window, and it seems to look like a very expensive start to January 2025. Which brings me on nicely to the customary 4+ set that will be released in January. We've seen a number of 4+ sets released in January over the previous years, and this year will be no different with the 75410, and it's going to be Din Jarins N1 Starfighter. And we've of course already got 75325 in what I'm going to say in quotation marks the adult market, and the price per piece once again clearly out of the window, as it normally is for these 4+ sets with a lot of big pieces in these sets. 92 pieces in this set, and I'd imagine you will get a Din Djarin, a Mandalorian as it were, and a little Grogu in this set just to complete the look. And that brings us on nicely to 75403, which is the buildable Grogu and Pram, 1048 pieces, and very similar to, of course, the Child that we got a few years ago. And it's the kind of set that will, of course, sell very well. A lot of people still on the Baby Yoda Grogu hype. The final set in this lineup is the 75404 mid-scale Starship collection, 18 plus black box Acclamator. Yes, you heard me right. Acclamator, not a Venator. 450 pieces in this one, so slightly smaller, and it will clock in at $50 US, so probably the £45 mark that we saw with the Invisible Hand. So slightly smaller, but it should be in scale with that Invisible Hand in time, of course, for the Revenge of the Sith anniversary, which ties me back to the beginning of this video and my predictions for 2025 and Revenge of the Sith. That is all of the leaks that we have so far. If any more come out, I will be sure to do a video about it, and if any are debunked, then I'll be sure to do a video about that. But I have waited to do this video and waited for reputable sources to come forward with this information, and I'll be sure to do videos on these sets when we get more information about them and when we get some of those images in the festive season, in the run-up to January. So make sure you're following or subscribed so you don't miss any of the LEGO Star Wars goodness that will be coming over the next couple of months.